This one also game related news by CoffeeZilla. It's about the CS:GO. I think it's about the CS:GO loot box. Is it correct if I call it loot box? And it's 24 minutes. So Asmongo won't react to this video because he said he won't react to video that's longer than 10 minutes.
I got bribed to make this video twice, actually, to expose a casino's business rivals. Here's a screenshot calling it a bounty.
CoffeeZilla, you should just take. Oh yeah, I think he did take the deal, right? But he just take the deal and then expose them instead. Yep. But then you should just take the deal. You'll become a billionaire in no time.
And a sponsorship in exchange for a video. Now, I didn't take the money. In fact, I'm quite angry about it. Not just because these people thought I was for sale, but because they offered me a dollar amount that was way too low. Now, everyone has seen those headlines of casinos paying millions a year for influencers to sell their soul. So when they approached me...
So, that's the thing the casino did not fail, right? They offer too low for CoffeeZilla. Too low for him to ruin his career.
I was expecting a lot. Instead, they offered $20,000
What,
to the
20K?
guy in the $10 million studio. Ladies and gentlemen, that doesn't even cover the electricity bill.
This
now,
guy
to be
crazy.
Clear, we would never take a bribe of any size. This show is funded by $5 a month on Patreon. That's where the real money is. But either way, I had a dilemma. Clearly, these people thought I could be bought. If I ignored their bribe, new viewers might be confused. I needed to send a message, and I needed to send it fast.
Yeah,
so I decided
yes.
on this. Rather than expose
New
just
video.
their competitors in the gambling scene, what if we exposed everyone? Starting first with the people who offered me money.
Oh, CS:GO Empire.
Counter-Strike gambling investigation.
Oh yeah, yeah,
multi-part
yes.
series where we're going to be talking about a video game
wait,
that is
are they casino? Because the title is I got bribed by casinos. Then now he's talking about CS:GO loot box. So CS:GO loot box is casino?
An underage gambling epidemic that makes hundreds of millions, even
Well, made 1 billion
year.
from Counter-Strike case.
Some people thought it stopped in 2016, but they couldn't be more wrong. The world of Counter-Strike gambling is still massive, and nobody wants to talk about it because most of them are making too much money. Those who speak out have faced consequences.
Who is gonna speak out if you can make like any dollar from that thing with no risk at all? No one will ever speak out.
Hey, let's get started.
Oh.
I've got to say, Coffee, I'm really proud you're taking on the bad guys. He's defusing. You know, I've been playing Counter-Strike
here is a
for years,
robot playing
honestly,
CS:GO for him.
bots are really out of
He's
control.
hacking. He's cheating.
We're doing a gambling thing.
M-bot.
Besides, you're a bot.
Yeah,
Not
M-bot.
according to them.
No, you're a very bad.
Another ace.
I don't have time for
You
this.
win?
You begged me to be my sidekick. Are you gonna help or not?
Hey, I can multitask. What do you need?
I need to find the bad guy. I've interviewed like 40 people for this story. They all claim to be the victim.
40?
They're all
That's
pointing
not
fingers.
a lot.
Sounds pretty human to me. Maybe all you really need is a more objective view. Go ahead. Lay it on me.
Well, everything comes back to one moment. When protesters raided the tournament.
Wait, protesters?
Protest?
At a tournament?
Where?
Yeah, protesters at the PGL Majors in Copenhagen.
At where?
It was one of the biggest esports tournaments ever for Counter-Strike. 1.8 million watching, over 1 million in the prize pool. It was hosted at Royal Arena. It was a big deal. And everything was going smoothly until suddenly people rushed the stage. The crowd was panicked. No one knew what was going on. Someone broke the trophy on stage. And turns out they were handcuffing themselves outside. Nobody knew what was going on. They were upset about CS:GO Roll, a gambling website that sponsored one of the teams called G2.
Huh. Some kind of overzealous advocate, maybe?
No, not like you'd think. I found out that the protesters had been paid to be there by a rival casino called CS:GO Empire.
What the
A
fuck?
casino protesting a casino.
No wonder it's not on the news. Because it is a competition between two casinos. And the protesters got paid by another casino. It's not a protest, it's a disruption.
How'd you find that one?
Funny you should ask. Let me introduce you to our first character, the owner of CSGO Empire. He calls himself Monarch. He live streamed himself doing the whole thing.
Oh, an exhibitionist.
What, he live streamed the whole when he do the protesting?
You have no idea.
If G2 is gonna be playing on the stage, I was planning if somebody's going to Germany or if you have any friends in Germany, I can pay you a good amount of money. Just come to my DMs and I can pay you a good amount of money if you run on the stage in the middle of the game and glue yourself on the stage.
Damn!
Or even better if you put like handcuffs. If you can handcuff yourself on one of the computers or one of the
No
tables,
wonder they
I will pay you decent money.
They need to go in, even if there's a security guard, even if they're gonna be taken away. If somebody goes home walking, they will be
Oh my
fired.
god.
I'm so dedicated to this. Like, if I'm in a war, I'm gonna be fighting to the end.
Wow, this guy is just shameless.
Yeah, but it gets much worse. Someone from Monarch's team at this point decides to text me. He offered me a bounty to cover the story. I'd already gotten a similar email offering me 20 grand to expose the scam casino in that group.
Obviously, you said
No.
yes. No. Right.
Right. Of course, I said no. I can't take their money, but I did want to speak with Monarch. I texted them back saying I'll take the info, but I also wanted to text CSGO Roll's owner and ask them the same thing. I want their side of the story too.
The one side is CSGO Roll and
Well,
CS.
CSGO Roll's owner is named Killian. He said it's a one-sided harassment campaign. Monarch, on the other hand, says something much different. He admits to attacking CSGO Roll, but basically says he's attacking all the influencers that work for him. They're on this wall of shame that he's going after.
They have made millions and millions of euros from illegal casinos. And what I am going to do is I'm going to be delivering justice to these motherfuckers. Tax investigations are coming.
Damn.
People are gonna be
Are,
going
are
to
you guys
jail.
all that crazy in
YouTube
overseas?
channels, Twitch channels, Kick channels, Twitters, they're gonna be banned. And I will deliver justice to these motherfuckers.
Wall of shame. What is up with this guy?
Like I told you, Monarch sees himself as like a scam buster or something.
Another
He
Coffeezilla.
thinks he's you.
Yes.
No, he said something else actually.
I identify myself as some sort of a hero in this story.
No, you're
It's
not a
very important to
hero.
note actually that Killian is not the only target. Like,
No one will
we
call
are having
himself
war
a
with
hero when
other
he is the
sides.
hero.
And I have a track record. Like before this CS:GO drama, I've been doing this thing for many years actually.
That's really his main defense. He does this to everyone.
Maybe it's true. Maybe he's just got a screw loose.
No, the attacks here are more personal. And I found out Killian and Monarch aren't just competitors, they used to be business partners.
I made a company 10 years ago with Killian who stole my company. The second company I made, he bribed people to have my company shut down. The third company, which is my current big company, which I made all my money, bought my castles and he's been trying to do. Killian has been trying to do everything to take me down, get me arrested, get me killed. Killian is a psychopath, and these motherfuckers are Killian's minions, and I'm going to be taken down every
Okay,
single.
who do you have on there? Juicy, Sparkles, Grim, Moe, Killian, Mustin, Lock. I can see the others.
One of these motherfuckers.
I have no idea who these are.
So Killian betrayed Monarch.
Depends on who you believe. The point is, this isn't so much about justice, it's kind of about revenge.
The beautiful thing about revenge is that there is no deadlines. You know, you can do it whenever.
20 grand to expose the scam
fuck.
casino.
I'm not trying to ruin your Mindhunter episode, but sometimes
Yeah, let's go back
it
where-
really is.
Psychopath,
Yeah.
and these motherfuckers are Killian's minions, and I'm going to be taken down every single one of these motherfuckers.
So Killian betrayed Monarch.
Depends on who you believe. The point is, this isn't so much about justice, it's kind of about revenge.
The beautiful thing about revenge is that there is no deadlines. You know, you can do it whenever.
Damn, so it's all about revenge.
Life is long.
Because
You can do
he
it whenever.
screw him
But I
over.
don't mind the guns
The
and
other guy
stuff.
screwed this guy over.
Just fun and games.
Ooh.
What is coming for you is something different.
I think they are
will be
toys, right? It
people
looks
who
like
are
toys to me.
There will be severe consequences. There will be interesting stuff coming.
Coffee, I'm starting to worry this is a BetterHelp segue into couples counseling.
No, I wouldn't scam you. Look, I'm just trying to show who this guy is and what he wants.
Look, I'm not trying to ruin your Mindhunter episode, but sometimes it really is as simple as an unhinged internet tough guy.
Yeah, that's kind of what I thought too, but it's how people talked about this guy. When I interviewed them, they would just freeze when I mentioned his name. Honestly, it was bizarre.
The thing that honestly upsets me about the whole Monarch thing, and this is what's been so hard about this story, people will not give their real opinion because everyone says they're scared. You and I were having a nice chat. Can't talk about the Monarchs. Why?
Because they're going to kill him. That's why. They can't talk. They can't. Because they're all in here for the money. They don't want to have any trouble at all. It's so simple. Because they are here for the money. Money, not for anything else. So why will they talk about the guy who gives them money? Why would they expose the guy who gives them the money? Who gives them the green?
Bro, the weather was like really nice today outside.
Dude, come on. Tell me what's going on.
I can't.
Everybody talks behind the scenes. Everyone talks behind the scenes. Everyone talks. Nobody talks in front of the camera. Why? He intimidates you guys? Well, no. Not you guys. He's intimidating someone else and everyone doesn't want that to happen to them. Is that it?
Yeah, they're not talking at all.
No, I'm not gonna say anything.
That is crazy. It's like a real-life Voldemort.
Yeah, they freeze when you
Most
talk
people
about
were
that
scared to
guy's
even
name.
talk, except for one of the names on Monarch's Wall of Shame.
Grim.
Yeah, I'm Grim. I've been doing Cisco gambling for about a decade. And
About
I
a
have been
decade.
doing it as a content creator for probably like almost 8 years now.
Holy
Can you
shit.
take us from the beginning
I bet he makes a lot of
of
money.
your relationship
from
with Monarch and just
this
tell the
goal.
story as you see it?
Right, so it's been like almost a year now, so it's a little bit hard to like get the timeline like
So are you going to
completely
talk?
right on top of my head, but it started around May last year is when the I guess called beef initially started. It was mostly just on Twitter. Essentially started like threatening me and told me that I needed to drop CSGO role or else, right? I then responded by posting a tweet myself with the screenshot of what he said, calling him out for it and telling him to come at me with everything he's got. Which, you know, in retrospect, massive mistake. I've known him for a while. a few
Yeah,
years before
massive
this.
mistake because
He's never
everyone
done
is so
anything
scared of
like
him.
this that I have seen before. He might have done it like privately without, like you said, you talk to other people that had similar stories, right? But I just haven't spoken about it. And I think maybe that's what has happened before. But that's initially how it went down, yeah. Is he DM'd me, I made my tweet, and he went after me ever since.
So you say, come after me with everything you got.
Yeah, I
And
think
then-
I use the word full thrust because he keeps telling me every time he does something, was this full thrust enough? Like it's like stuck in his head that I use the term full thrust.
Go all in, full thrust. If everybody goes full thrust, that's again when we go full thrust again.
I started getting screenshots from people that are inside one of his Discord. He's got multiple ones that he uses for his quote-unquote cult, the Jofa cult he calls it, where they were talking about spraying some flyers around my city, this and that. A lot of crazy ones that he luckily didn't do. But then nothing really happened for a few months because this was back in May. And in around September, I all of a sudden wake up to a bunch of missed calls from family, friends, everything, right? I get told that they had posted flyers everywhere in my city. And I mean everywhere. High schools, malls, people's cars, in their mailboxes. Monarch himself
Holy
said they
shit,
did
this
around
is
30,000 flyers,
crazy.
and there's about 30,000 people in my city. So they basically spread it everywhere. That had like a picture of CSGO Roll, me, my house, my cars, saying that like I'm scamming people in my city. That's essentially how it started with the flyers.
What the Coffee?
Yeah, like what
this
the
is like
fuck?
a personalized harassment campaign.
I know. But what freaked me out is that Monarch doesn't deny any of it. He thinks it's justified.
Yeah, there's this one case, this YouTuber called Grim, who lives in Norway.
Yeah.
We worked times about like.
So, okay, I think it is considered harassment, but the only way they can do to expose someone is to go to a court. Am I right? They can't do their own personal justice to someone somewhere somehow, right? So because that will be harassment. So they only can do the legal way is go to the court. Am I right? Correct me if I'm wrong. I think that's it. Because you can't just bring your own justice to other people, right?
Various things. So he's one of Killian's main advertisers. He's made at least $6 million from blatantly promoting this scam. He's basically, for many years, he's been streaming like every day, playing on CSGO Roll and making YouTube videos there, just blatantly scamming his audience and making tons of money. And he has this like kind of like has this mansion in Norway where he has like his Lamborghinis parked outside. We basically
like if your job is just to promote a casino, but you're just promoting it, it doesn't harm anyone, but then you can live in your Lambo, drive your Lambo, live in your mansion in Norway, somewhere in the world. Like, I think most of the people on the planet will take the deal. I can't blame anyone. Even if for myself, maybe I will take it also. Like, what the fuck is mansion and Lambo? What are you guys talking about? What he did is, I think maybe it's not illegal. Yep. Maybe it's not illegal in country. I have no idea what the laws in the other countries, right? But it is illegal in Malaysia. So I can't do that. And also I'm not so famous or well known. So right, no one is going to give me the advertisement. But I have no idea the law. But if it is not illegal, then I don't think anything can stop them from doing it. Other than kind heart.
we gave these flyers to like the full town. The full town got these flyers that has Grim's face on it, and it explains like how he's made his money by scamming people.
He just admits to it.
Oh, he takes credit for a lot more than that.
So what happened just a month ago now, when they sent 18 people to show up at my city, outside my door, having a quote-unquote protest.
Wait, 18 people to your house?
Yeah, there was 18 people.
And this is, to be clear, a competitor casino to the one you're...
So I bet these 18 people also, the Monarch hired this guy from the same town as that casino from Grim. I bet they're all the people from the same town.
Working for.
They just offer them money to go harass this guy for like 1 hour, 2 hours maybe, then give them like $1,000.
Yeah.
That's why they have face covered, right?
Harassing is the only word that comes to mind here. Well, I don't even know if it's... I mean, what was it? What do you think it was? Was it intimidation? What was it?
Oh, it was definitely intimidation as well as harassing.
I think it's pure harassing.
They make it incredibly difficult for me to be here because they're going to be right outside my house. Like again, I live in Norway and our rules are way too nice.
Coffee, I'll admit it.
Way
He's
too
a little
nice.
bit more than an internet tough guy. These are mafia tactics.
It's insane. I mean, Monarch is still trying to say this is all fair game.
Yeah, so we did this funny protest one day. We sent the cute little cult. There was maybe like 15 people outside of his house.
But then you can only see this kind of things happening in movie. For the average guy in Malaysia, I think I only can see this kind of stuff happening in movie. But right now I can see it happening in real life from this guy. Like, this is definitely the mafia level shit.
With the infamous Sticky Hand, who claims to have lost his house to CS:GO roll scam.
It's Sticky Hand.
Oh, that's why he's not covering his face.
Grim, I'm coming for you.
No, Grim did not steal your house. You should take all your responsibility of losing your own fucking house. Because you go gamble your money on CSGO loot box. Like, are you going to... Like, what the fuck? If you're in US, are you going to blame the guy who sell the guns because you accidentally kill someone? No. You should blame yourself because you decided to buy a gun. You decided to do something. Then that is your own responsibility.
I'm coming for you. Give a house back. Give a house back. Give a house back.
This is stupid and crazy.
Their, like tents, like outside of the house, and they had like microphones and they had the pitchforks
Sticky
and stuff.
Hand.
And they were just like marching in the neighborhood. And Sticky Hand did also. He went to
This
knock,
is just
he went
pure
to knock on his
stupid.
door just to speak with him.
I have to
know
say,
it's,
this is an insane level of harassment. I mean, I get that you believe he scammed people, and let's say he did scam people. That should be left to law enforcement.
Yeah.
Not to, like, you know, y'all are basically like video vigilantes.
Oh, the word is vigilante.
I saw Warren
right.
also posted something about like he'd pay money for someone to break into his house in Minecraft. That was a joke, or
obvious joke. Yeah, that would be crossing a line. Yeah, I can agree. Somebody could say that this is like it might be pretty insane, but
that's how much you believe Killian has
it is
scammed
insane.
people. I think it goes to what you detest this company so much you think basically it's worth the price to for this war.
So we have the numbers, we have the facts, we pretty much know exactly how much he has made from CS:GO roll. We've had extensive conversations with Grim himself. We know that he understands exactly what he's doing. He's consciously scamming people, and we have consulted lawyers about this, and we are actually planning to take legal action. But the unfortunate thing is that there are ways how they can evade this kind of like legal justice, and probably there's not going to be real like legal consequences for him. And if there are, it's going to be kind of like, you know, years down the line after CS:GO has exit scammed.
That's sort of my problem. This is clearly harassment, but Monarch's not wrong that the people in this industry usually get away with it.
But he's in the same industry.
Yeah, he is the same.
Exactly. And that's what kills his argument.
Yeah.
Either way, this whole thing is so heated that both sides now think they're in danger.
Let's talk about security.
Yeah.
Obviously, it's probably is shaking you up, made you rethink how much you need to protect yourself. Have you taken any steps to try to? Obviously, you said you did go to the police. They did nothing.
Interesting.
Right now I have 24/7 security sitting outside.
Oh shit!
So that's the precaution I have.
So I bet he's going to throw all the money into 24-hour security.
That's expensive.
Yeah, no, it is expensive. It is. Like,
now he need to do more CS
yes,
gambling.
it is expensive. I've heard the figures.
Who is paying for it?
CS:GO is paying for it.
So you got your rival casinos, and one is paying for 24/7 security for the influencer because an opponent casino is gonna go to their
Wait,
house.
now
and
he's
harass them
not even
and
paying
possibly
the
do more.
security himself.
Yeah.
So also like I'm genuinely scared for my life. I'm genuinely scared for my family. Like
So like, because it is a casino, so they're filthy rich. They can afford 24-hour security for their influencer. I have no idea like what kind of industry it is that you need 24-hour security for your influencer safety. What the fuck?
Like, because of this whole thing.
Both
like,
sides need 24-hour security
with like huge
for
security
themselves.
guards, and
Because one of them started this whole thing.
I need to be like super careful. I don't really like. I need to be careful where I move, and I need to be super careful about like my location.
Because you
being
started it.
doxed. Because I think he has all the reasons to kill me. So.
Of course.
Do you think he would cross that line? As you said, you would never do that. Do you think he would?
Yeah.
Knowing him.
One day, just wait for one day. One side will cross the line, and then whole things there will be no line at all. Seriously, this is how it's going to go down.
Him as a person, he's pure evil. Has no morals. It would be literally
both of you are in the
to
same
get me
industry.
killed. So
What do you mean?
I'm doing my best to first of all not have my location leaked, but also I have like significant security because of that.
That has to be a serious expense. I mean, it's like 24/7 security is expensive, right?
I mean, it's not cheap. Plus, also like have to take a bunch of like precautions for my family as well.
I think I may be dying of what humans call irony.
Yeah,
They're
irony.
both scared?
Yeah, everyone's terrified of revenge. And it explains why people not involved wouldn't want to be involved. Even just recently, I heard another YouTuber has been getting the Monarch treatment. Flyers, house visits, confrontations. Who would want that?
You, apparently. What's to stop Monarch from coming after you?
Nothing. I mean, I would say the harassment is usually limited to influencers in the gambling sector, but recently an esports journalist got threatened as well.
Oh,
These
what?
people are dangerous, and these people are clearly willing to do anything for money. Let's get them out of esports once and for all.
We are looking into it. We might actually do some legal action towards him, like some defamation lawsuit or whatever. I think it would be fun to do just for the lore, just for the memes, and it could be like this could be a fun marketing campaign. And for this reason, the cult is coming for Richard.
I tried to confront Monarch on it.
Okay, you see here, see. Now you see who is the bad guy? Now do you see who is the bad guy? He is not the good guy he is claiming about for himself. He is the bad guy. His competition is also the bad guy. Because they are willing to go beyond the line to harass someone, to cause damage to other people's. So right now, they don't have the stand to say that they are doing justice for the society. They are not.
Try to confront him on this bounty thing.
I'm going to do this story, and obviously I'm going to try to tell it how I tell all my stories, which is as neutral and like to the facts as possible. But I don't want anyone going after me either. I don't want anyone showing up at my house, to be very transparent with you.
Yeah. I'll be transparent, and I'm not intending to send any sticky hands. So.
Oh, I also have to say, did you know Warren offered me a bounty to do this story?
I did not.
Y'all shouldn't tell journalists that. That's not good. Y'all shouldn't pay people to do stories.
Noted.
Yeah, because it just makes it hard to, because I can't obviously can't accept that. That would completely compromise everything I stand for. To be like, it'd be biased. It'd bias me towards your side if I was to accept that. Okay.
Yeah.
Good. I just wanted to address it.
And I really respect your approach. See that you're a great journalist.
Oh, how reassuring that someone you're making a video on likes you before the story.
yeah, I guess we'll see if he keeps his promise on that. But
Everyone likes
I also
him
wanted to
before
confront the guy who offered me $20,000
before the
for
interview.
the story too.
Then
Let me
hits him
guess.
after the
Dodge the
interview
question.
and the video comes
Sort
out.
of. He said that he didn't know that I was a journalist and that I wasn't someone to offer money to. He also claimed that this industry has cooked him and that everything is money oriented.
I mean, that part might be true.
Oh, for sure. I mean, for all the talk about justice and scams, it's about money too. Just recently, Grimm says he got this message. Monarch would stop the house harassment if he dropped CSGO Roll and took a match deal at CSGO Empire.
So that's that then. You've had the villain the whole time.
Yes.
Not quite.
What do you mean not
I
quite?
mean, we had to address the bribe. We have to address the harassment. But our story is not about gambling influencers being the victims, who are also millionaires, by the way.
They are
Remember,
not the
we're investigating
victims.
everyone, and Monarch's just kind of the tip of the iceberg of the problem. I want to know who's really behind this thing, who's really the victims, and who's really the villain.
Oh, next time?
I started gambling
Is a
on Counter-Strike
series?
when I was probably 13 years old.
What
13
the?
years old.
13 years old.
I think I was 14. I saw it.
Where do
online.
you
I saw
get
a
the
bunch of
money?
these YouTubers playing it.
Yes!
They see their favorite influencer playing on some third-party case opening site, and they just go deeper and deeper into this rabbit hole, and soon they are addicted.
Maybe the solution isn't with the casinos at all. Maybe it's a good time to talk about the influencers who promote
Yes.
instead.
It's going to be huge. The next video is going to be huge. So who do you think will be on the video? Who? What influencer? From just now I saw Dr. Disrespect, XQC. That's all I know. Okay, that's it. I think maybe they are the two of the biggest one on the list.